I have a nice fishing pole.
Whoa.
What do you say, Madison?
Oh, this
That's
certainly will.
nice.
I stole it from the game park. They don't know, won't hurt them. Okay, let's move.
They were giving them
Okay.
yours.
Well, I'm betting as a youth fishing instructor, you'll figure out how to put that thing together. I should talk. In fact, why don't you let me have that? Let's do real quick because we want to go fishing. And we want to send kids over here to Mike because Mike come down here to show you how to tie knots. And you want kids to line up on the table and in there. Whenever you're carrying a fishing pole, okay? Especially when you're with a bunch of other people. Why? Fine. That's what happens. See? You always want to have your hook either hooked to one of the guides, or if you've got a worm on, when we do this today, if you're going to fish with us, we'll have you go in the trailer and we'll get you a pole and we'll hook put a worm on it for you. But when you're walking with it, we want you to hold it, and you should always do this, always. Hold above the weight. That way if you slip, see if you're holding here and you slip, hook in the thumb, out. Now you always hold it above the weight, and you always hold it with a pole stick in the air. And when I come over and walk by you guys, nobody's gonna get hooked in the hook, right? But if I did it like this, ouch, okay? So always remember, plus it tangles up real bad when you hold it like that. Always hold it above the weight, or if you have a jig head like that looks like, hold it above the weight, and always carry it straight up and down from anybody else. Okay? Make sense? Yep. Here you go. I'll give you the man. Ow! She just hooked me. Okay. Well, we've now determined that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a steward, ain't he? Yep. He'd pick up dog poop, wouldn't he? Training him already. Trying. Got 2 of them over there?
Oh, I just have one.
You just got one and the bag's empty?
The bag's empty.
Cindy, would you hand what we have here from the Nebraska Game and Park Youth Fishing Program for the kids? And I got a couple extras, so some of the older kids will give you one of them. Got a couple fishing lures in here. It's important that mom and dad, grandpas, and whatever, they have treble hooks on it. They are in packages. Be aware we're handing out a kit that's got a treble hook on it, okay? In a package. So I'm going to give one of these. It has a recycle. Would you use that bag? That bag. You can reuse it. Russ won't be happy, but I don't work for Russ. Put your trash in there. If you're walking around, and you take this bag and you can dump it in his big trash barrels after getting done picking up a lake and go out and use it again. You can wash it. It's from recycled fish. Those are ones that are nationwide trying to teach kids to be stewards, to pick up your trash, pick up your own dog food. Consider picking up the neighbor's food. You might grab a stick and stick it in it so people know it's there. It's just a okay, so well, let's just, here you go. Now inside that bag, there you are. And for being a worm, you get one too. You know what? It'd be a lot nicer if people said for being a minnow. You're the one that decided to be a worm. There we go. Cindy, would you hand over here and over there and right there? Oops, you quit moving. You can't walk yet.
Oh yeah, you can
moved
take
from
her
there to
picture.
there to there to there. Okay. But before, whoa.
Oh, she's
Let me explain what's in there so you guys don't have to pull the stuff out yet. I usually hand it out last, but I was so eager to get to the goodies. All right. What we've got inside the bag is a recycled fish bag, and there's a little booklet in there that explains recycled fish and how important it is for us to be stewards. We also have in there a fish ID bag, or booklet, and it has every fish known in the state of Nebraska, including carp. And we have a couple different fishing lures. Now, if you don't like your fish, there's a spinner and a little plug. If you don't like your fishing lures, trade with your friends, sorry, we pulled two.
Don't open them up.
We also have, and this is important, this is real, this is not a fake. This is a real live youth fishing permit, just like dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, everybody else. It is good until you turn 16. It is issued by the Nebraska Game and Parks. It is not from Walmart, okay? It's a real live one. What you need to do, are you guys paying attention? That little guy there isn't, but you'll pass it on later, right? All right, thank you. You need to, I've already signed it, that makes it official. What? On the top line, you hello? Are you a worm? Well, you're gonna be a worm, because I picked on you, I got something for you. Here's a whole set of worms. That's yours. They're not real. They're good. They just touch you and take you never know what you're gonna get, do you? I'm sure he wasn't, but he has to fight it for him now. And he won't even fight for his little brothers. Wait. Okay, inside there's a youth fishing, it is a real live, it's a Game and Parks issue, just like, when you turn 16, you gotta buy one like everybody else. You do need to sign it, just like the folks, just like the adults over 16, or it's not, it ain't no good. It's in the packet. You gotta sign it and you gotta date it, okay? So you got your own fishing license. We got a couple of lures we talked about. There's also a card from a group that I'm part of. It's called Nebraska Fishing Game Association. We're the ones that put in the fishing line bins like we have out here at Victoria Springs. The Risingers are sponsoring one in Lexington. There will be one at Plum Creek Park in Lexington, hopefully by the end of the month. We got 110 across Nebraska, so wherever you live, there's probably one somewhere. And we collect the line and we send it back to Berkeley or to the local recycling centers, depending on what they prefer. This organization also has a program called Beginner's Corner. And if you go on NEFGA.org, it's free, it costs nothing. We wouldn't have 5,000 members if we had to pay a penny. You know that. It's a non-profit organization, meaning nobody gets paid. And any donations that ever happen are tax deductible if you can deduct anything. And it was called Beginner's Corner. Every fish in Nebraska that can be caught, our 5,000 members have taught people how to do it. So you can go to go to NEFGA.org. There's 3 boxes. There's a fishing line bin, there's Beginner's Corner, and there's a third one that I can't remember because I work with it every day and I haven't got a clue right now. Huh? Mike doesn't remember it. Click on there, pick the fish you want to catch. There will be posts in there telling people how to rig, what bait to use, several different ideas. Nobody does the same, nobody fishes the same. It's great. It's called Beginner's Corner. It's not called Kids Beginner's Corner because I never was a catfisherman until maybe 10 years ago. I mean, we all throw a line out on the bottom, right, and put a weight on it and a big old night crawler, go to bed and hope we have breakfast in the morning. Well, that doesn't make me a catfisher. This guy taught me that real quick. Beginner's Corner, they will tell you how to catch 20 and 30-pound channel catfish. It's simple, it's easy. They'll tell you what hooks to use, largemouth bass. If you got a local pond and you can't seem to catch largemouth, it's on there. It's all free, it's all part of the forum. If you have a chance, pop on there and take a look. If you have a comment, you can certainly throw a comment on there, but that's what that one's for. So that's what's in the packet for the kids, so you grown-ups all know what's in there. The really important thing is remember those treble hooks. They were donated by an outfit called Dragon's Custom Reels in Lincoln for our white perch contest. We had about a month ago. He had a dealer donate 1,000, and we gave out over 600 there, and then we've got a few extras, and so that's what we're handing them out. But again, I know we're dealing with kids and we're dealing with treble hooks, so it's real important that